In previous session we talked about various subsidiary books. Let's get started with what is purchase book. Purchase book is also otherwise called as a bought day book. Is also otherwise called as bought day book, and this book will record only the credit purchases of goods which are purchased for resale, maybe after a conversion or a direct sale. Okay, so the purchase book will record only the credit purchases of goods which are meant for resale. So it means it is not going to record, it will not record cash purchases. Okay, it will not record cash or credit purchases of assets, because the focus was on recording the credit purchases of goods which are meant for resale. The assets are purchased not with an intention to resell, so the cash or credit purchases of assets are not recorded, and cash purchases of goods is also not recorded, because here the stress is only on credit. So purchase book will record credit purchases of goods which are meant for resale. Okay, so let's see the format of purchase book. This is the format of purchase book. So here the first column is a date column, which represents the date on which the transactions have taken place, and the second column is particulars. This column will include the name of the supplier or the seller, and also the particulars of goods that have been purchased. The third column is for invoice number, which will reveal the serial number of invoice. And fourth column is for ledger folio. This column will show the page number of a supplier account in ledger. Okay, this will show the page number of supplier account in the ledger. The fifth column is for details. Okay, this will reveal the amount of goods purchased. So what is the amount of goods that have been purchased, and if there are any trade discount, what is the trade discount? Okay, and the next column, that is the sixth column, is total column. So this column represents the total price of the goods, that is the amount which is payable to the creditors after adjusting discount. So this is the total price which is after adjusting discount and expenses related with purchases, and the last column is for any extra information. So this is how a typical purchase book will look like, with the provisions for date, particulars, inward invoice number, ledger folio, then the detail amount, that is amount, what is the trade discount, then you will have the total amount and the remarks for other information. So at the end of each month, this purchase book will be totaled. This totaling will happen at the end of each month. Okay, so this total actually shows the goods or materials which were purchased on credit. So what you will do once this totaling is done, we have to do the posting and balancing. So how do you do the posting and balancing? That is, once the transactions are properly recorded in this purchase book, or otherwise called as purchase journal, they will be posted to ledger. So what is the procedure for posting them in ledger? The procedure is, it is two-step. Step 1 is entries will be posted on the credit side of the respective supplier's account. That is, on the respective supplier's account, on the credit side you will make an entry saying buy purchases. Okay, this is your step 1. And your step 2 is this periodic total, okay, in this purchase day book is posted to the debit side of purchases account, is posted to the debit side of purchases account by writing two sundries as per purchase book. Two sundries as per purchase book in the particulars column. So this is the procedure for posting and balancing this purchase book. We'll take a simple case study on purchase book in the next session.